So this is the one and only queen size blanket that I've ever made. You'll notice it looks very similar to my first commissioned blanket because the people that commissioned that loved it so much they wanted a queen size for their bed. So they paid me decently. I mean, certainly less than somebody I didn't know. Plus, they did buy the yarn or pay for the yarn up front. And then they paid me when I gave them the blanket. Anyway, it is also the drunken granny stitch. It's pretty much like all the same, but boy, I'll tell you what, it was a minimum of 40 man hours. Like if I was actually clicking a timer, I would say I probably put in 40 hours. I think I could do it faster now. However, I think I will probably not ever do a queen size again. I might, who knows? But at this point in my life, I don't know. I would have to have a really good reason to do a queen size. It's just so much yarn and so much time. But anyway, I mean, I enjoyed it. I love that yarn. That's the yarn that if you saw Camille's Creations Happy Mail, that I sent her some scraps. The mint, that is literally all I had left from that project. I think it was 11 balls of that particular eco something yarns. Which reminds me, I don't know if I ever sent that to her. So to loop back, kind of funny story. Those commissions were both from a former student. Like I said, they loved the first one so much. Every time I would post a blanket, she was commenting, "Oh, I need one of those. I need one of those." So I said, "Do you really need one? And here's what I want." In return, she always paid me more than I asked. But yeah, former student who had been my teacher's assistant when she was a junior, I think, in high school. But she had been in my class. But she's one of the former students that said it was always the scariest if I got really quiet. They knew they were in trouble if I was really quiet. Because I'm not a yeller. I'm sure you've noticed that. I just kind of handle things differently than that. Anyway, so yeah, this is a secret yarnery pattern. Like, I believe again that it's called the Drunken Granny Stitch. It's with a discontinued limited time only yarn from Michael's, and I actually had bought this yarn before it went on clearance when I bought myself all the pinks and all the different shades of pinks and some purple and some green. Anyway, I did love doing the job, but it ended up being on a time crunch. That was a whole thing. That's probably why I have the feelings I do about it, because it was like I had to get it done so quickly. And I was new. I mean, really, I'd only been crocheting. Let's see, I made this at the very beginning of April, and I'd only really been crocheting since February of 2021. Both of those are 2021. So we're only talking a couple months experience. So maybe I should try queen size blanket and see how long it takes me. But again, I'm thinking of how much yarn that takes. I just don't know if I want to do that. I don't know. Probably not. Probably not ever. But anyway, I'm glad I did it, and here it is, and you can see how big it is. I'll insert a little picture of the other one, like, so you can see them side by side. You can see how I had to kind of fold it up or like fold the edges around, but that is a queen size according to the chart. So, and I don't know if it was queen size according to blanket size that you're supposed to do, or queen size according to the actual mattress size, because again, I was new and I sincerely don't believe I measured, other than, wrote down the measurements, other than like to make sure it was queen size, but I don't know if I looked at queen size blanket or queen size mattress, because as we know, those are two different sizes. So anyway, yeah, yeah. And then the white trim, same brand, or same type of yarn, made from recycled plastic, labeled as 100% polyester, um, soft, incredibly soft yarn, but hand wash only. So yeah, I don't think I knew that when I made that first baby blanket out of it. Anyway, that's my next make. So for my Throwback Thursday, and I hope you enjoy looking at this lovely picture. I don't actually have a picture of the cat on this particular blanket, probably because I had to scrunch it up so much. He got annoyed with me and like took off before I even had my phone ready. So, because I'm sure he laid on it. I'm sure he did, but I do not have a photo of that. Again, Missy, the other cat, she just does not do that. When I lay out my projects, she does not do it unless it has catnip in it. Then she will steal it right out of my hands. Anyway, thank you all for stopping by, and that's my next make at the beginning of April of 2021.